This watch right here is the most affordable and underrated watch from Casio. Many people claim that this is the Casio version of this watch. Welcome back to Nishant's Wrist Game. The Casio MTD-130D is a very minimalistic watch even when it comes to the specifications. It has a length of 48.4mm, a width of 44mm and a height of 10.1mm. It weighs 126 grams. It has 100 meters of water resistance, a sun ray dial, a mineral glass, a directional bezel also called as a compass bezel, and the case, the strap and the bezel is made of stainless steel. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. I'm Nishant and this is Nishant's Wrist Game, a channel dedicated to watch enthusiasts. Comment down below what you like about this watch and don't forget to hype and like the video. Whenever you're buying a watch, you either look at the design or the legibility of this watch. But this one has both. The design of this watch is simple and fascinating at the same time. So let me just explain how it is. So when you look at the watch, you have a compass bezel, which is something a few watches have when it comes to Casios, but they are not really useful. But this one can actually save your life if you're stranded in the middle. I'll tell you about that later. This is a directional compass bezel made up of stainless steel and it has a green color to it, which actually makes the watch really pop. You have other color options as well. Sunray black dial in this watch is something very interesting. It gives you a more premium look to this watch. Combined with the green bezel, the combination is just great. The compass bezel is also having embossed direction symbols, all the directions ever possible, and it looks cool. The indices are of different shape and legible at the same time. The hour markers have this triangular, sporty look to it, which makes it really great. There's a pop of color in this watch as well. The seconds hand is orange in color, directly matching the north direction of the compass bezel. So that is something very interesting and at the same time colorful when it comes to this watch. You have the day date function at the 4 o'clock position. The day date is also legible. This watch has two crowns, one for the compass and one at the 4 o'clock position. And when people compare this to Seiko Alpinist, I can see a lot of similarities, but those two are really different watches. The 100-meter water resistance branding is at the 6 o'clock position with the Casio branding at the 12 o'clock position. Overall, a really great design. Build quality is great for the price, but when it comes to the proportions, it is not as satisfactory as other watches. I've noticed this in many of the Casios, for instance the AE1200 and some of the entry-level edifices. You would feel like the strap is lighter compared to the body, and this watch is also the same. The strap feels flimsy and kind of not in proportion with the dial. But I would say that it's not of the worst quality, but still it could have been proportionate at least. Now let's come to a very interesting part of this watch, which is the compass bezel. Most of us don't know how to use this function, so I'll just give you a brief overview of how to actually use it. So you have this rotating bezel, which is actually very handy when it comes to this feature. What you have to do is, you have to keep the watch on a flat surface and point the hour hand towards the direction of the sun. So when you do that, you have an arch which is formed between the hour and minute hand, and you have to place the south direction in the midpoint of the arch. So for instance, if it's 10 o'clock, you'll have to keep it at 11 o'clock. And once you do that, you would know the direction of the north and south. For any time, you can actually do it for the morning or the afternoon, even more better. So that is how you have to use the compass bezel. It is a very handy function if you are lost. But nowadays, you have compasses in your Apple Watch or on your iPhone. So this is a very basic tool watch in case you don't have any of those. The lume of this watch is not the greatest. It doesn't stay for a long time. It could be practically useful in some conditions. The legibility looks great. I think it's quite old, so the radium is starting to get worn out in this watch. You can actually see it visibly. So I'm not a big fan of the lume of this watch, but it is just there in case you need it. Before going to the pros and cons of this watch, let's talk about the price. I'm just converting it into Indian money so that you won't have any confusion. So the original price of this watch is around 14,500 rupees, but I got it on a discount and the price was 10,347 rupees, which is actually really good. If this watch was released in India, it would have been around 7,500 to 8,000 rupees. I wouldn't have bought it there, but as it was not in India, I had to pay extra 2,000 rupees, or it was on a discount, so 10,000 is not a really bad price for this watch. This watch has a lot of pros than cons. The first pro is it has 100 meters of water resistance, which is ideal for normal swimming as well. And it has a compass bezel, which is functional as well as looks fancy and makes this watch more adventurous. Now let's come to the cons. The first thing is the lume isn't as bright as we expected it, but it is optimal. The strap feels a little bit cheap, but I wouldn't say it's a very big con, but still it's something which I didn't actually like. And the biggest con is it has a mineral crystal. It is very much prone to scratches and it would make the watch look really bad. And it has a very shiny metal surface as well on the straps, prone to scratches and smudges. This is a really great underrated watch from Casio. It is not the most perfect watch as well, but still it is one of those watches which could be part of your collection, as it is something really unique when it comes to Casio watches. It gives you a more adventurous feel, and if you want to buy the Seiko Prospects, which is a very expensive watch right now due to the recent price hikes, you can buy this in eBay. You might get even cheaper than what I bought it in store. So these are my thoughts on the Casio MTD-130D or the Casio Alpinist. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you next with another exciting video. Until then, peace out.